Well, right now I'm walking. And again, it doesn't make a difference. Either you're playing me or you're not. You know, you've done it so long to make me think that I'm royal, or whatever you want it to be. And then you turn around and you give the money to someone else. Well, so what happens to me? I'm supposed to be therapy. But once again, it's kind of like training day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And the only thing I've ever asked for, not looking for any additional money, the only thing I ever asked for was employment so I can get off the streets. But I'm thinking that Minnesota is so afraid if I get a job, that one particular section or sector will only run when they need everything too. I'm tired, you know. I think I've been more than a team player for everything. I'm supposed to be wanted. Where is it? Because wanted people don't walk into the clerk of courts and file lawsuits. Everybody wants to play. And when you walk past them, they scratch their head, they rub their nose, just doing stupid stuff. And they're not realizing that I just really wanted employment to go home. Everything that you've actually done, and you didn't realize the effect that it had on my life. Then one woman talking about today, well, a wheelchair. What am I going to a wheelchair for? Because you committed a crime and you want somebody else to take the blame? Or are we still going off of Regent's fake surgery that I had my legs amputated? And I can't even explain how many times I've been circled here. I think Obama, President Trump, and now Joe Biden. So when I leave this store, I'm going to go to my normal place to get dressed. So there's nothing wrong with me to violate my rights for how many years? I'm due something. It started in Oakdale, Minnesota when Jay was with me. Hope the store is open. Not yet. You want to hear the irony to the story? When I got off the streets the year before last, and I was woke all night, I still stayed up at home, still doing and helping. And look where I am again.
I gotta do for you.
please. Thank you. I couldn't even say it. I'm exhausted. 1 second. How are you today? Been up all night? Don't even rub it in. Don't you rub it in. Don't you rub it in. Don't you dare rub it in. But otherwise, everything okay? Good. Sorry about this. You know I got the hygiene bag right here. I'm so mad right now because my normal sleep pattern's been disrupted. For example, after all-nighters, I get on the bus and I go to sleep. And I pay. You understand? Give me a little all-day pass and pay. So, I don't know which section, because this bag is ripped. Hold on. And get me a little all-day pass soap. And pay so that I don't have to get up. And I tell the driver that. He's giving me a coupon for something?
Yeah, I'm asking. Y'all take these?
They don't take them.
Yeah, we can't take coupons in St. Paul, so it's supposed to be.
Why they keep sending them to us?
But you can still use them outside of St. Paul.
You can use them in
Oh,
like
is that
West
right?
St. Paul, Roseville, places like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. St. Paul is becoming so iffy. They want
sure
all
is.
of their money.
Yeah.
All of it.
The capital.
Well, the capital sometimes
They
stinks.
said it's the capital.
Thank you. The capital stinks sometimes. Thank you. No shaking. I'm just tired. Like, ugh. Now I gotta go get another cup of coffee because if I don't, I'm gonna hit my head on the ground. And then I scanned an item at Target yesterday, right? And I said, oh, I don't want this. But I didn't realize it. Scanned. So I'm like, I looked at my receipt when I got on the bus and I'm like, okay, so you owe me like $8. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get it. I don't have on blue and silver pants, so don't let them fool ya. See, I put those and I have another pair of silver pants. They're tiny. Got pants. They're tiny. I'm not taking from anybody. Realize that I'm storing this. You better get the shopping out. I am poor. Oh, no, I didn't. There they go. I want to go out in the queue and then maybe back up behind that. Damn, I need to go to the casino. Not. I ain't dirty. So, good luck. They ain't taking no water from me. Peace out. Ain't nobody does it. don't give a fuck about the Native American community. That's dirty. I know about the money from Little Six and missed it. Been new. Oh, go ahead, baby. Oh, go ahead. Been new. Nope. We'll give you a truck if you say you the blue and silver. Nope. Nope. He told him never to serve me at McDonald's right here. For no reason. So I don't go. I'm going to get dressed. It's 9. What time is it? I am going to get dressed. They should almost be open. See what time it is. Just walking. No, you don't see much, but just walking. See? There's the light rail you've probably heard about. See? You know? Wow. The one thing I miss about living in Milwaukee, I haven't been there in years. Umpteen. I think the last time I went down there was to get a storage. And the storage because I thought I was going to be able to reconnect with my children. And that did not happen. And so I left the storage there because I paid it up for over 6 months. You know, wasn't able to see my kids. Spent money on a hotel. You know, they say they were going to be there. They didn't. So I ended up just going around. I saw a couple of friends. Went back to my hotel and relaxed. You know, these bags are heavy.
Wait.
I didn't realize that the country that I lived in utilizes, people's names as storage containers in order to hold things, which is basically a shell platform. You couldn't be too smart because you wrote the law stating that everyone has the right to live life, work, own property without due process. So you're absolutely violating their rights when you use them as a shell to hold any type of platform, whether it be Snap, whether it be crypto, whether it be whatever. Go grab me a cup of coffee so I don't hit my face on the ground like I've done twice before. So I think as a country, as a whole, we need to figure out a way in order to make each infrastructure stand without hurting any human. And I think the way that would be to consult with private investors or either utilize some of the dividends and set them to the side in a shell account to where it cannot be touched, like a gold savings. And then that money builds interest like any other account. So it would be like playing the stock market. I am going to get some coffee before I pass out on this platform. So that's my little lesson about business for today. If you really want to make America great again, and what I mean by America, the America that I grew up in and I loved, where businesses were booming, where small businesses aided the economy because of their potential to have a non-fluctuating bottom line. Consistent fixed expenses, a low contribution. And now I see all the small businesses are shut down. And that hurts our gross national product. Because now we have foreign money, 47% of it aiding it. But that doesn't help us here because there is no stipulation on how much of that foreign money has to stay within the U.S. And then we take our U.S. companies and we're still moving them overseas because we don't like the corporate taxes, we don't like the labor laws. But then once we take them overseas and they send back our product, we have things like COVID, MRSA, SARS, because those industries are not governed by our labor standards. So I don't want to sound like I'm in a business 101 class, which I have been, or a principles of management course. But President Joe Biden, if you really want to make this country great again, why don't you start by taking a look at the actual fluctuating stock market? Take a look to see exactly what's holding it, because you know Americans are holding this. That's why we're all sitting outside, sleeping. The people that you see sitting outside, they're not all mentally ill. A lot of them are just, they can't get a heads up like me. So whatever platform they're holding, take some of the profits from that particular platform, create a shell account, and you understand what I mean by a shell account. Take that shell account, put it into an interest-bearing savings, checking, whatever you need to do, IRA, money mutual fund, something, so that it can grow interest and that it can be the foundation of the revenue or the digital dollar, or whichever one you want to come back up. Because just to let you know, digital dollars have no value unless they're being held by a platform. And it's upsetting to me.
It cost me $3.49, so I made them fill me up one so that,
What happened?
Nothing bad. I've been.
That soda was $3?
$3.49.
Shush.
That's what I'm saying at Denny's. So I haven't drank out of it.
No, I'm okay. I'm going to get coffee.
Like one?
Thank you. I need caffeine, baby.
This is caffeine. It's
No,
not the
honey, I'm talking about
Well,
coffee. So back to what I was talking about. So you need to make sure that the account that you invest in that is the shell account that holds our digital and our paper revenue, doesn't have a fluctuating margin. Make sure that the margin itself, when it caps out or tops out at the end of the night, isn't more than 3.5%. Okay? So Joe Biden, once again, there's a couple of different things that I'm just not agreeing with at this
I
point.
have a cigarette, man. Just, can I have the lighter? Come on. I need a lighter. I do.
So
All right, cool beans.
you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to get coffee.